I have to admit, I am really enjoying putting out these videos. It's a joy for me to wake up every single day and think about these videos and how I can bring you guys some interesting information for making money online. So today we are going to revisit another application. We are going to talk about YouLotto. We're going to go very in depth with this video. So I need to mention right here at the start that this video is for the person that is ready to sit down, learn a lot of information about an application, not necessarily for the seasoned phone farmer, but for the person that's just starting out. So I get so many questions almost on a daily basis here of how you work with these applications, what are the best applications to use. So these videos are going to serve that specific purpose to answer your questions as best as possible. So I expect that this video will be about 20 to 30 minutes long in between that because we have a lot to cover. YouLotto was doing terrible for a while. And YouLotto, it just kind of goes ups and downs. It has ups and downs. It pays well and then it pays bad. So we're going to cover the ins and outs of YouLotto, and let's hop right into it, guys.
Have you been looking for easy ways to make money online? Welcome to eCash Society. Bitcoin talk, mining rig tutorials, and paying smartphone applications all in one location.
All right, so YouLotto. This is an application that I've really wanted to go back and talk about, especially with the fact that we've had so many updates that have happened with this app. It definitely needs to be recovered here on my YouTube channel. So many things have happened with this app that we have to take a look at this again. So there were several updates that happened, and some of those updates basically messed up this application in countless different ways. And then I think the team of YouLotto, they actually responded by implementing their old system and basically changing the entire layout of this application. So their old system allowed you to scan a lottery ticket and then you would receive a percentage of U-Bucks for scanning lottery tickets. I really like this new update, and I really hope that it stays in the same direction. They keep going in this direction versus the direction that they were headed with this application, which basically was seeing people not receive payouts. People were missing PayPal payments with this application. A lot of people did not receive payments. They ended up, I believe they responded to the majority of people that were missing payments from PayPal. They recommended that people cash out to Dwala instead of PayPal, but I have since heard that they're processing PayPal payments again. I really don't want to steer you guys in the wrong direction with that, though. If you go to cash out and you don't receive your PayPal payment, I really recommend that a person use this application and cash out to Amazon. I really enjoy cashing out that way. There's so many different things that you can get, and then you can still sell an Amazon gift card. If you really wanted to, you can sell the Amazon gift card. So let's take a look here at the watch and earn section, though. You just come over there to get U-Bucks, and watch and earn has been the way that people use this application to make money for since the foundation of YouLotto itself. And I like to talk about the quirks, some of the kinks that happen with these applications, and basically what could hold you up from earning with this app. So the most fundamental piece of information I feel like I could give you guys in this video is, as far as earnings go, you will see that this app will have an endless loading circle. Now, it'll go through some advertisements, but then after playing a loop of advertisements, then you will see basically it'll just keep loading. So when that happens, that is exactly whenever you want to exit this application. And now here's something to mention. You could exit this application and it may go right back to playing advertisements, or you could exit this application and it will still go in that loading loop. So in that scenario that it's still going through this loading circle endlessly, you basically are just going to have to let it sit. That means it's went through a loop of advertisements. You're not going to see a bunch of other advertisements for, it could be an hour, it could be 30 minutes. You just don't really know with this application because it's so random. Now, the few things that I could talk about as far as how you want to take care of this application, as far as cache, that's one thing that we should definitely cover. You are going to have to clear the cache of this application because it builds up pretty quickly. And Now, I know there's a lot of extremists out there, and when I say extremists, there's phone farmers that they put maximum effort into making their applications run as 100% best as possible. Now, I try to steer people away from basically having the ultimate perfect setup, because it really, this is just my opinion, guys, it really does not make a giant bit of difference whether you put in that extra effort to have it auto clear the cache. Once again, this is just my opinion. You basically want to clear the cache of this application 2 to 3 times a month. This is, once again, it's my opinion. I've done it. It works for me. This is how I've done this since I've used YouLotto. I don't clear the cache every single day. Now, you could install an application that auto clears the cache. You could get something set up that does that for you. And, you know, I could definitely see the pluses of doing something like that. But at the same time, it's not a lot of effort, especially if you're the stay-at-home type. If you are out and about a lot and you're never really home, then really you want to consider doing this a very specific way, using an auto cache cleaning system to auto clear the cache of your phones. And then also you could consider, you know, and I want to stress, guys, this is something that you want to do at your own discretion. You could pick up what's called FREP. And I've actually been wanting to discuss, I've wanted to discuss this quite a bit, YouLotto, and it automatically opens up the app itself. But FREP, so what this is it manages, it's a way to auto trace your finger movements on your phone. And you can use this very specifically to map what you want to do with YouLotto. So I'm not going to go into giant detail about this application. It's one that you can consider using, but it's one that's UTV. We don't want that. It's one that could possibly see you maybe be banned. So that's one to use at your own discretion, and I recommend that for people that are not at home a lot. If you have nothing to lose, if you have zero to lose, you're already well established in life, and you know, basically you're never at home to be able to phone farm, and this is something that you still would like to consider doing, that is an option for you to basically have your phone farm automated. So, but getting back into depth here, I really think that you guys should consider checking out this scan ticket system, because it's very possible that you could find a friend that gets a ton of lottery tickets, and you could really make a decent amount of money if he or her could give you their old lottery tickets to be able to scan. So that's one thing to definitely pay attention to now that they have this system back. You could really make some money this way. As far as your only other way to make money with this application, let's come over here. You've got a daily check-in bonus, and it's not going to give you a lot. Well, you do have the referral system, but I know a lot of you are not really looking for referrals, the referral system in these applications. But you have the daily check-in bonus. It only gives you 1 U-Buck, but it's a free U-Buck every single day. You can see how that would eventually turn into $1 over time. You could make $1 that way. So yeah, there's only so many things I could cover here after this point. We could talk about how you have got to have your audio on with this application now. It is now set up that if you don't have the audio on, it launches a little text box here that will basically explain that you've got to have your audio up for this app to be able to earn anything. So the workaround for that is to pick up headphones, and you can pick them up at the dollar store. I did a video about this a while back whenever I was talking about whether YouLotto worked with sound or whether it didn't, whether that affected your earnings, and whether, you know, basically you were going to earn a lot more from YouLotto by having the sound up. And guys, it doesn't make a difference whether your earnings are not going to be higher with this application with the sound up. But if you can't earn without having the sound up, then you have got to either A, keep the volume up, or B, go and get these headphones to plug in into your phone and then snip. You'll snip the headphones, and it's as simple as that. There's a tutorial here on my channel for how you can do that. You can set that up specifically. Also, you can look online and you can get these things that are called headphone stoppers. Basically, it's just a little device. They come in bulk. You can buy them in a large quantity, and you can just put them in place of the headphone. It's a headphone stopper. So that is one thing to mention as well. I think that's really it. As far as earnings, I guess we could discuss that. Now, what you could expect out of this application, if you have a ton of phones, you could really expect to make a decent amount of money. Let's just say that if you have around 10 to 15 different smartphones, you could make anywhere between, it varies for every person. Now, one person may have a terrible experience with this application, and then someone may have an amazing experience with this application. I would like to think that it's pretty much the same all around for most people using this app. They know that if you have over 10 different phones with this, you're going to make anywhere between $20, $30, so the $20, $30 range every single month with this application. If you have quite a few more, now this is where I talk to you guys about having 2 different internet connections and having 25, 30 different phones on one internet connection, and then 30 different phones on another internet connection, and setting up 2 different accounts. So once again, that's something that you can do at your own discretion, but 30 different phones making between $50 to $80 every single month, around 50, you could have around 30 to 40 different phones and make, on each account around $150 every single month off of. So there's countless different ways to go about phone farming, guys. Every person's scenario is different. You may not be able to have 2 different internet connections in your home. This is still one of the best applications for phone farming. But yeah, as far as Cash Apps Revisited on this application, there's not much else we could really talk about. If I missed anything, guys, definitely comment down below what your opinions are of this application. We all would like to hear some of the experiences that you've had with this app and what you feel like you can do with the application to make it earn better. I don't always have, we'll say this, my information, I feel like it is very, very solid. Now, I may be wrong about something, and that does happen. Maybe they'll change this application here within the next so many months, and it'll be completely different than what I'm discussing now. This is why we are revisiting these applications, though. Guys, if you found some useful information out of this video, and you're making some money online, if you got your start from my channel, definitely hit me up with a like and a subscribe. I will be back with you guys for more information for making money with applications and just ways to make money online.